hello, all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome back to episode number 4 on the Dark Forest Landscaping Project. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. And I hope you're doing fantastic as usual. So, we've made some decisions off camera. Let me adjust my boom mic so I'm a little bit up. I turned my gain down. I was having problems with it on the live stream. Turned it down so I have to speak a little bit louder, but I don't get that weird crackle anymore. So, what we're going to do is we are going to return this harvester. Okay? We've decided to do some changes. So, we're going to keep everything else the same. I don't think we own anything else that's different. What we're going to do is we're going to take out a loan enough to buy a different harvester and a different sawmill. So let's go. And we're going to probably buy both of them. We'll see. So first of all, I want to buy, it's $470 dollars for the harvester. So we've got to go down here and take a loan out to get us to $470,000. Now, we were talking about that. We didn't want to be in debt, but I got to get these harvesters because I can't stand not having them. It just makes the series go way too slow. So, and I don't mean it's going to be an issue. The other thing I got to do is, we'll do that. I got to do this. There. I've also decided to go up to 3x instead of 2x, so that we can go not faster, but we'll still be within the realm. Forestry harvesters. I'm going. Whoops, not there. Going here, and all the way down to the Rottney. Down here, and we are going to just buy it straight out, $471,000, which leaves us $5,000. And then what we want to do is we want to head over to the sawmill. Boom and boom. Visit. Okay. Now I want to see if I put it in here. I'm not quite sure if I did or not. I'm not sure if I put the sawmill that I wanted in here. It's like 80,000. 50,000. There's a sawmill pack. I don't think it's that one. We might have to get that next time. Everybody. Because the sawmill that I want gives bark mulch, and it holds like 10 million liters. So we'll have to get that next time, because I don't know what this one does. Even though it's 50,000, I know it's not very big. So what we're going to do now, so that we can make a little bit more money, is we are going to buy this for, how much does he want for it? 100,000. Nope, we're going to save it because the other sawmill is 80,000. So we'll put that in there for next time. So today, let's try to make enough money back to pay for this harvester. How's that sound? We'll try to do it as soon as we'll be able to cut it. Go to 6 meters, F1, and this one is going to be much better. We can put them in a pile, sell them at our local sell point here. Yeah, because the sawmill that I want makes bark mulch, and you can sell it, but it holds 10 million liters of logs, and it makes planks as well. That's the one I really want. Oh, also what we're going to do is we're going to start concentrating on our road now. So we want to do this. We want to go landscaping, and we want to go painting grass. We're going to get this back to where it used to be. And let's paint this in like this. Right to at least there anyways. We want to go a nice wide road like we talked about. But we want to get this starting to go. Also, I found out, and I knew this anyways, but I wanted to reiterate it on this map. You do have the sticks and all this stuff in here. Just paint grass over it, and it will get rid of it. Trust me when I say that. I've already known that before, but thank you for someone bringing it out to the attention of Fury. It's nice. Nice. Thank you for a few of our family members that have stuck up for me. It means a lot to me. Like this, I have free terraform. Now on the multiplayer server, this costs me money, which is terrible. I mean, it's good, but it's terrible because I have to watch my money. Normally, I don't watch my money. All right, let's take our harvester now. That's our road starting. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build our road and start working our way that way. And then we're going to terraform as we go to flatten as we go. But we're going to make our road. We want it nice and wide like this so we can get nice and wide equipment down it. And we're going to go from there. So now, I was already on there. We're going to use this one. We're going to make it nice and full and wide road. Road. Oops. We can adjust that later. All right, let's cut us some trees. There. Now this thing is awesome little harvester. It's set for 6 meters. We're going to try to get them, as much of them as we can cut down. We got to beat 19. So let's get around here so we can see what's going on. We can bring it right back out here on the road. There. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing really well, to be honest with you. Because we're going to go and go and go so that we can... Here's our first tree. Let's go. So we have to play till 5 o'clock. And then that will... We only have to play... Yeah, we're going to go till 5 today. Yeah, because 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 5. We have to play till 5. Yep, and then we'll go to the next month. Yep, we're going to play 9 hours, which is 3 episodes instead of 4. Well, instead of... Go make that loan back before we go and buy anything else. I didn't want to make a loan. I wanted to stay in debt or debt free, but that's okay because we're still going to do it. We're still going to do it because I had to have a harvester. It was driving me nuts that I was only leasing it. It was going to cost me an arm and a leg anyways, so we just decided to do away with that, and I'd rather have a loan payment. This one's a little bit faster, this harvester anyways, so we can actually move right along with it. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect because we have the big bag handler. So we'll just get as many trees as we can and then just go start stacking them up there. It's just something I think on a forestry map, the first thing, I mean, you can start with a saw and everything like that and it's all well and fine, but I really believe that you need a tree harvester. Otherwise, you're going to be pulling your own hair out. Like, really fast. Like, we made it 3 episodes, and I was starting to go, okay, when are we going to start moving along here? And I don't mean moving the series, just moving, cutting trees. There's a lot of trees on this map. And you just have to move him out of the way. And go back up so we don't keep pushing it. And like I said, I don't mean anything by, like, let's push the series faster. I mean, let's get set up to where we can start cutting trees and doing things a certain way, because it's not fun. It is fun, don't get me wrong. I'm just having a blast. But it's not fun when you're still cutting trees after 4 episodes. I just think it was something that it was time to do. And as you can see, I'm not spending a lot of time getting these perfect. I just want them in the general area because our big bag handler will pick them up all kind of wonky and everything, so it's not like it has to be perfect. Go. This is great. Now we're moving. And it makes me feel good. The other harvester's good, but I'm used to these controls. And as you can see, much better with how smooth it is. So yes, and then like I said, we're gonna stick with this series until we get done with our goals, and that's it. We just want to make sure that at least one time we get done with something. Well, we've done it twice. We got our goals on Ocean Forest, and then we got our goals on Yukon Valley. So we've done it twice. But I got a long ways to go to catch up for not doing it. But as soon as Chipping Norton comes out, that will be having a series, but I'll have both of them. I'll have this one and that one. So there won't be any need for worrying about whether I'm going to leave a map or not. We're going to have both series going. That's the other reason why I wanted to get the tree harvester. Why can't I cut that? Oh, because I probably... Oh, it came up with a little line. I remembered seeing that little line before, but I done forgot what it was about. All right, so let's back this up. Get him turned around a little bit here. Spun. And then... All right, let's get him close anyways. It's a weird way to cut a tree, but... yeah, so what we'll do is, I think, we'll do one episode of this, one episode of Chipping Norton when it comes out, when it decides to drop, and or the simulation for the nation map. One of the two maps, whichever one drops first. The Great North or something like that is the Simulation for Nations map. I'm anxious to play that one. And then what we'll do is 1 week we'll do, since this one was a first series, I think we'll do 2 episodes on this one. And then 1 episode on the new one. And then we'll have our normal live stream on Valley Spring. I'm getting to the point where we're going to have episodes on Valley Spring every 1st, 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th. There we go. Kick him back. I know, I wanted to push him in there anyways. There we go. There. We just want to get him in the general direction. Then we can kind of pick him up from here. I know that I can get about 100 to 150 trees on the ground before I start getting a little bit of lag. I mean, it's still, my computer still handles it, but I know that I can get down at least 100, 150 trees. I've done it. I've done 100 before, and it still played decent. I've done 150, and then I got a little bit of a lag. So we won't let it get to that point. Yep. But see how much smoother I am with this machine than the other? I like the other machine, don't get me wrong. I just want to be able to... Let's use the tire this time. There we go. I just can cut trees really fast with this. And normally I use auto load, but we've promised we're not going to use auto load on this. So we're going to continue to do things the right way. But I want to, take a few seconds, and I want to thank some family members for, sticking up for me and doing what they needed to do. It means the world to me. I think what people get frustrated with, whoever that was, Fury's been doing this for a long time. And 4 years, and on YouTube, and I started playing in Fs22, so a lot of iterations of Farm Sim, so I'm pretty familiar with how to do most stuff. So my family members get frustrated when they see people trying to tell me how to play the game. So I wanna thank Bart for sticking up for me and looking out for me. And I think it also, people can see, my family members can see when they when somebody's made a comment that's not very nice, and they catch it, and I may remove it. Like I've told you guys before, if there's ever issues with a comment that I didn't like or whatever, I just remove it. I don't play the game of, I don't argue with people. I don't get into it with people. I don't play the game. Sorry, as I clear my throat. That's not what my channel's about. You guys know that. But I just remove the comment. So if you happen to make a comment that's kind of rude and kind of mean, and you realize it's gone, that's just because that's what I do. I don't want negativity on my channel. So I think what happens is the OG family members, they'll catch a comment like that. And a lot of times if I don't let it go, or I let it go, or I don't remove it right away, they stick up for me. So keep that in mind when you guys are leaving comments, that the guys that have been around a while, they'll call you right out on it. They just will. So no harm, no foul meant by it. They'll just call you out on it. So, all right. So how many you think trees is? I can tell you right now how many it is because I'll get ready to the stumps. But let's go into here and see, just for the heck of it. We've 12 already. So that's 12 trees. We've cut 62 down already. So let's keep going here. We want to go like this. Nope, we want to go like this. There we go. And we want to go here. We want to go remove stumps. 12 stumps gone. And then we are going to paint a little bit farther up so we can keep on moving this groove in this move here. Whoops. Painting. There we go. It's a nice wide road for us to do what we need to. Whoop, that's it. See that? We're going to be pretty close to the end of where we need to be, because you can't paint up too much farther. I think I want to go the road there. There we go. There we go. So we'll play, like I said, we lowered it down to, instead of, we were doing 6 episodes per game month. Now we're going to lower it down to 3. Just so that we can keep... Oh, I got to raise it. Yep, I knew that. That ring is kind of cool. Sometimes what I'll do is this, too. Just so you can see where you're at. And you'll see when we start picking that, the big piles up, you don't have, it doesn't matter, because it's only going right there anyways to a sell point. And technically I can bring that sell point over and sell everything right from here, which may be easier. You know, we just push it into a big pile and then sell everything like that. Maybe simpler. Maybe. That way we don't have to pick nothing up. And once our road is going and we start working that way, we'll get up to our farm. We'll make our little farm area. First thing we'll put down is our house. And then we'll start making some sheds, and we'll start making our cow pens and the things that we need to get this under control. And then we'll turn her right around like this. And we'll turn her right around like this, and we can drive forward. It's pretty easy. Don't get me wrong, like I said earlier, I like that other harvester, but the controls are backwards to me. This one is, I can control this one. I've cut thousands and thousands of trees down with this thing. So this is the mod off the in-game mod hub. Some people have done some edits on some new ones, but this is my all-time favorite harvester. And you can change the color. And you don't have to have a lot of experience at cutting trees. So we're going to get 20 there, and then we're going to bring the mobile sell point over and sell them. And around we go. It's like a merry-go-round. This thing's got a ton of horsepower. And then we'll bring it up. In fact, what I may do is set the... might buy a little trailer and set that in there. That's why I missed that truck for, but that truck was 60 grand. And at the time, we were struggling for money. I mean, we're still struggling for money. Because now we have to pay that $400,000 loan off. See, and you can just keep piling endless trees here, till, of course, till your PC or console can't handle it anymore. Because you don't, you're bringing the sell point over to you. So I think what we'll do is let's try to pay that loan off before we buy our next piece of equipment. Either that or we can get the sawmill going for the next episode so that we can start making some money. I'm also going to put in the 100% auto sell so I can put things on store and sell them flat out. So we did 26 trees last time. And I guarantee you we're going to do about triple that this time. Where are we at now? We got to go down to our thingy. I like to keep track. We're at 16 now. And I guarantee you we're going to do more than 26. Guaranteed. And then every day we'll play 8 to 5 at 3x speed. And it'll work out. Oh, you got to get the little ring up there. Come on, Ferry. And just this, I don't know what it is about this harvester, but it's set up to handle huge trees. Nice. I kind of nudge it like that, and it kicks the back end of the tree out. And I keep going. You know, when I've done Dark Forest before, I've never had the mobile sell point. It just makes life a lot easier. A lot easier. A lot. As far as you don't need auto load and stuff now. Now you just cut the tree down and you sell it. And it gives you the exact price that the sell point does. So you don't have to haul it there anymore. All right, we get to paint some more. So let's let's do this. And-ish. And how many did we do that time? 5 more stumps, and we are at 17. And now we are moving and grooving and whatever else I say. Now I have to not, oh, I didn't want that. Oh, there's my camera. Okay. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my camera. That's where I want to build to, right there. No. We're going to stay even with this. There, we can always adjust that later. And let's keep cutting some trees. And we're making our road. Making our way back down. Making our way back down. I think when we get to 25 trees, we'll sell them. Ooh, that's a big stump. I can raise it as I go. And as you see with this nice wide road, we're not getting hit on a bunch of stuff. So we can actually move trees around and gather ourselves around. And then I think one of the, like I said, I think one of the first things that we buy will be a tractor with a trailer on it, because the sell point there is a placeable. So it stays at the store wherever I put it. But it moves, so you can move it to wherever you need to. So if we got ourselves a little wagon, plus I think I'd like to start chipping some trees, and I don't mean with the brucks. I meant with this thing here. This is cool. I noticed this earlier. When I was going through, because I have the TLX, right, and I have the Phoenix. I go here, right here. Is it forestry? No, it's here. I think. I do believe. Look at that. The TLX Phoenix Crusher can holds 25,000, but it goes all the way to 1,000,000. Then it has an auger wagon on it. So I'm assuming that you just jump up on top of it, and put the trees in there. But that would require us holding it. But I'd like to try it. I've never tried it. So, and how many trees are we at now? 18. Okay. I'd like to get to 25, and then we'll move the sell point up here. And we'll start making piles closer and closer to where we are. And it'll work out. It'll work out. I just have to get that a little lower next time. And see, because when it's close to the ground, you can actually move it. I'm anxious to see how many trees are on this map, to be honest with you. All right, let's go over here now, and we don't have to get this exact because the sell point does move. So we're going to start making a bunch of bank, especially once we get the sawmill hooked up. And I may put, I don't know, I may not put it in. We may make enough bank from this just to buy what we need. Because we had $156,000. We were averaging with just a tree saw, or a chainsaw. I mean, we were averaging anywhere between $25,000 and $30,000 for an hour's worth of work. And then we got the wheel loader over there, and we went right up to $50,000. So we'd used the wheel loader twice, and it gave us $50,000. But now that we have the total sell point that's mobile, watch this, how much we make now. It's gonna be crazy. And there's no, you don't have to have rhyme or reason to it. Yeah, 25 more trees, and we'll sell 25. We'll sell them at 25. I'm guessing total it's going to be quite a bit. It may not. We may. Well, then again, if we put it right in the middle of the sell point, we might be able to get majority of the trees. We'll do this one first. And you can really go along. So then you turn it and turn it around. You waste a lot of fuel this way with a tractor. It may not be the most efficient way to do it, because I think in real life they just drop the tree pretty much where they're at. But we're in the business of trying to make money for everything that we need, and now we have a absolute huge loan to pay off first, because we can't be in debt. But then again, when I made the rules, I didn't say we couldn't be in debt at any time. I just said we can't. We have to finish out of debt. So it's kind of cool too. There we go. Net neat. Giant pile of trees. Because I am going to love this. I am actually super excited about being able to finish a series that I started, that I've done 5 times. I've done this map, and I did it in Fs19, and I've done it in Fs22 now 3 times. But I'd like to be able to finish it just for once. This thing cuts trees like butter. Like butter, baby. You can see how far we cut, how many trees we cleared over there already. Let's see, 2, 3 more. But we don't have to do it right from there. We can cut trees from wherever we want. Love it. Remember last time we only cut 26 down, and we're almost at 26 now. Yeah, it's 23. And we still got an hour and a half in game. So we're going to be cutting some serious trees down. If you notice the wideness I make it, I can have the camera quite far out. Let it fall. Shbang. Then turner. Like, a lot of people don't realize you can do this with this harvester, but a lot of people do. So we have to get this straight. There we go. We'll put this over here. It doesn't necessarily work this way when you're starting out because you have no room. But now we have room to cut some trees. If we can get 50 trees done in this episode, we will have doubled our production from last time. So remember, we started in the first day and we did 18. Then we started the next day and one more. We started the next day in, we went from 18 to 26. And then we're now going to be, doubling that. So we're going to be averaging, if we can get ourselves, you know, a couple hundred trees done a day, we're going to be starting to clear some forest real quick. There, that's 25 trees. And then this little baby thingies don't like, these things fling around, but it's all right. We'll do this. But you can see how much more comfortable I am with this piece of equipment. And then we'll leave it right on that path there so we know right where the harvester is. And we'll move our pile up so we're closer to where we're working. There we go. Let's see. 75 trees we've cut total. Total down already. Shut this down so we're not moving our fuel. And let's go get us our sell point and sell these logs. All right, we're going to take a bet. See how much we make. I'm guessing with 25 trees, probably at least 50 grand. Probably, I'm guessing. We will definitely need this for our pallets when they start coming. And this is all liftable. You do not need super strength for this. But you can see how much forest I cleaned out. Technically, I could mow that and make silage, but we're going to stick this as close as we can, and we'll just clean her up. All right, so we're at 5109. Okay, 65 grand there. Nine. So that's 74,000. And 4. So 78,000 we made. We will stick this right here so we know where it is. And off we go again. 74,000. You see that? Oh, I forgot one. Oops, oops, oops. We want to make sure we're getting that. There we go. Almost $1,000 for one log. So $75,000 we made. And now we can clear our stumps. And shebang. There. Now we'll go and do another 25 and see if we can get another 75. But let's take off the... because we know we're going to be making more money. Let's repay... there we go. 86,000 or 85,000 off of that loan. So how much do we have a loan? 225. All right. So we'll have it paid off real quick. Then it'll be save up with the money that we have and go to what we need. Sawmills, things like that. All right. So here's one. So now we're going to leave the trees up here. Oh, before I do that, I want to do this. Before I forget. Well, my mic sounds so much better. So much better. I think I had it too loud on the live stream. Because it was crackling bad. We'll even that up. And then we'll cut this off like right here. So we can turn the corner. There. Now it's looking like a little bit more like a road. Then when our road's cut in, we can make it, we don't need to make it this big. See what I mean? Is like we can, again. We don't need to make it this big. We can make it just a normal road to get up through, but I want to put fences on either side, so there we go. Here's our new pile. And then you just bring the saw right from there to there. And you're moving up and grooving up and moving up. We're moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up. There we go. All right. And even if we don't get the 25 trees done, we will have beaten our record of yesterday. So, and it'll even be more even efficient once we get really going. If I was using auto load, it'd be even faster. But I don't want to this episode or this Let's Play. We've done it enough. Done it enough. Here. Because that was crazy. $75,000 we just made in an hour. So we may not need the sawmills. We may make enough off the logs. And in fact, I know we will. Because the biggest purchase was this harvester. Everything else is cheap. We won't need a, as long as we have the mobile sell point. We may, as we get up to the farm, no, because you can carry it. You can carry it in a trailer. You can leave it right at the store and go pick it up every time. And it just works out so much better. Because then you just grab that little trailer and you strap it in, and or you put it in the back of a pickup truck and you just take it with you. Isn't this like, this is just so smooth now. Now, here's a question for you guys. They copyright you for singing the songs? I don't think they can, right? I don't know. They might. I want to get rid of these 3 so they're not hitting on anything. And then we just keep our road nice and straight, and we just follow it right up the bend here. I like it because it tells you when you're on the tree. I'm going to cut that one out. Because what I try to do is when I'm doing the roads, I try to keep it wide enough to where I can keep my camera out. Because you guys know how I feel about trees. I hate them. Well, I don't hate these kind. I hate those other kind. And it was funny because I was on multiplayer server today. And I found out that on multiplayer, even if you don't own the land, you can... what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, you can chip up the trees on other people's property. So here's Fury taking the darn trees and off of other people's properties. It was so funny. Big A's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm chipping trees on other people's property. It was the fields directly around mine. So what was nice about it is when I get up enough money and I buy those, they won't have any trees on them. Whoops. There you go. So we're already past the amount of trees that we had last time. So we went 18, 26, and whatever we make this time. I bet you we're going to be close to 50. Like I said, it does not have to be perfect since we're doing it the way with the pile. Yep, we'll get this one on the edge here, and then we'll keep going. Because the reason I cut these down, A, is the camera, and B is I want to be able to drag the trees around without having any issues. That one was a good one. I like them when they're low. You don't get them hit on anything. Oh, it's so funny. It's so quiet in my house, but every once in a while I have the dryer going. You'll hear something clinking in there, and you think, oh. It's pretty cool. I wish all the times I've ever done logging maps that we had that mobile cell point. So a huge shout out to Yos for making that cell point. I don't think he watches my videos, but if he does, famous words of Dolph Lundgren, if he does, he does. Because that's an ingenious way to make it a little easier for you. Oh, it did work. That was a weird glitch that it caught it afterwards. Because he made that, and he made a bale sell point, so you put the bale in the back of a trailer or a truck and you drive along the field and it sells. And that sort of thing is what makes the difference between, is it realistic? Not necessarily, but it is in a way, because a lot of times if we've got extra bales and a farmer wants our extra bales, we'll stack them at the end of our road, the end of our driveway, and he'll come and pick them up from there, and he pays you for it. So technically, it is kind of realistic. So, all right, we want to get rid of these, okay, and then we want to go to this. We're gonna paint ourselves some more. And this one is going to be a little bit more precise. There. Keep this a little bit concentration here from me. There, we'll do that. And then actually, you know what? We'll get in here, see if we can do this. I like to go a few, well, I'll wait because I can't see. All right, so now let's take out these few extra trees. Let's take out that single one here. That way we've got some room to squeeze some trees in there, or trees around it. There we go. And then what I usually do is, and this, I don't know if I'll do the same thing or not, because we're going to split this. We're going to have not a whole lot of fields on this. We're going to have one field for our straw, and then we're going to have one field for our grass for their total mix ration. And then we're not going to spend a lot of time mixing up total mix rations. So we're going to have like a machine that mixes it all up with farm pack probably, or something that does it for you, because we'll be spending a lot of time doing what we need to do, cutting all the trees and all that stuff. You guys know. So this isn't a realistic series by any means. That's what Valley Springs is for. So there won't be any bales. It'll be loading wagons. There'll be like the F450, or not F450, the what do you call that there? The Krone Big M. F450. I got trucks on my brain. So what I'm going to do is, I think half of the map will be a crop that we can get straw off of, and then half of it will be grass that we can get hay off of, or grass off of. We'll take the grass, we'll make it into hay. We'll take the hay and grass that we have in there and make it into silage. And then we'll hang on a second. Oh, I just wasn't close enough. There. And then we'll take our straw so that they can have straw. That's it. And we don't even have to have that. We don't necessarily have to have straw. I just said 5,000 cows minimum, but we may go more. But it looks like we're going to be able to afford it, which is kind of nice. There. And I used to care about getting my piles all straight, but man, I'll tell you, since they came out with this mobile sell point, I don't care. I just pile them in a all jiggy-jaggy pile. There we go. And I like to just kind of keep it wide as I'm going, so that we can actually see, keep the camera back pretty far, and you're not getting squirrel cam. But thank you guys for, you know, coming in and watching the videos. And whoa. There you go. You see how I'm able to turn around with a tree harvester, with a tree attached. We've cleared enough space to be able to turn around. Not neat. But I do feel better about the series at 3x speed than 2. I just think it was, that part of it was just taking, we're already doing an extreme series as far as the Valley Springs. You know what I mean? This little lonely tree here needs to go. She's in the way. She's not really in the way, but she needs to go. You can get them right to the ground. It's crazy. There, that little lonely tree's out of there. I can't believe I made 75,000 from 25 trees. And I know that I've done this before. And you see, you don't have to even worry about all the limbs and stuff on it. That mobile sell point just sells it. From the shop here to where my farm goes, I know for a fact that there's over 1,000 trees. From here to the edge of the map. From where we're at to the... It's better to show you on the big map. From where we are here, this is where our farm's going to be. Ready? It's going to be here, and then it's going to go probably even with here, and then our farm will be somewhere up here. But I do know from our harvester here, around, even with this, there's over 1,000 trees right here. So we've got a long ways to go to clear trees. Oh, you know what? I got to put that back on it so I know what I'm at. What are we on now? 37 trees already. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, from here to where our farm is over 1,000 trees. And this map is pretty darn dense. See, I mean, you can slam it right to the ground, and then you don't even hit anything. You can drive over them. You can do whatever you need to. This is great. And then I'll just start piling them like here. And if I wanted to, I could cut down as many of... I could cut the whole thing down and then come and sell them. But I don't want to risk getting lag on my computer. Like I said before, I've had 100 trees before, and it would be fine. It was fine. But when I got to 125, 130, 140, it started to give me a little bit of lag. Because what happens in Farm Sim is every one of these trees, every one of the pieces of trees is considered its own tree. So all these pieces that I have down here, and it's not just 37 trees. It's 37 times 4, 5, 6 pieces, however many is on each tree. You know what I mean? So, it's a lot. So when you had 100, it's about 600 to 700 little individual pieces of trees, and the computer thinks it's a tree. So it's like 600 trees just sitting there in that, plus all the rest of these. So I just like a map like this where there's not much going on. You don't have to worry about traffic, don't have to worry about anything. It's a simple map, yet it's done right. Like, as far as, you know, it's hard to explain. When you play as many maps as I do, yeah, we're going to go backwards this time, something different. When you play as many maps as I do over the years, you realize what works in a map and what doesn't within 5 seconds. This map has so many trees on it. Piney Acres is the same way. Piney Acres was a really good map, done really well. And I know in the past that I've harped on the fact of, oh, there wasn't 80,000 trees, but there was. That's the thing is, I guess that's what I got frustrated about that one person's comment. They watched one video, and then they went off on me without watching any other videos. And I've stated in several videos, so this is directed to that one person that did that, and he's the one that Bart called out, so he knows who he is. I've done the extreme challenge on Piney Acres 3 times. So for somebody who sat there and said, oh, well, you know, you're bashing the map author, and there's, you might, so what if there's a few less trees? That map maker is one of the best map makers. First of all, I beg to differ. The guy's map I'm on right now is by far probably 10 times better than that. And I still have all the mining stuff on this map. So let's go realistic here. If you want to call me out, I'm going to call you out. Piney Acres is a great map. But way, way, way too many, like, trees crammed into a little area. But anyways, so what whoops, I can't do that yet. What I had stated in the very first episode is that I don't like it when they say there's 80,000 trees and there's not. Okay? Because that frustrates map makers, or that frustrates us. This is also coming from somebody who's also a map maker. So I want to call out the right things, and I'm allowed to call out the right things, because I've done it before, and I'm still doing it. There we go. But to sit there and say to me, which was funny in itself, well, how dare you call out the map maker when you're using the Brooks? And it wasn't about what I used. I've done that challenge 3 times on that map where I've cleared every single tree. Okay, and there's 80,000 trees on there. So if you would have watched my other videos instead of just complaining about the one, you would have realized that I gave the map author tons and tons and tons of kudos. So that's why my OGs get mad and they call you out, because you know it's frustrating enough to have you leave a comment like that. It's also frustrating enough when you've only watched one video apparently, because if you would have watched them all or watched my other things or watched me in streams, I've given that map tons of kudos. So that's why you got what you got. It's why you got removed and blocked and blah, 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 blah. We're not going to get into that. But make sure, guys, if you're commenting on something of mine and and you don't realize that I've put out other content since then, that, yeah. Because you're going to look kind of foolish when you realize that. And, not to mention, let's look at truthfulness. If somebody's stating on a website that there's a certain amount of trees on it, gosh darn it, there better be that many trees on it, because if there's not, it's kind of like no different than anything in life. If you're going to claim something, then claim it. If you're going to say what he should have said, or she, or whoever made the map, apparently according to you, they're the best map maker this side of the Pecos. Poor Boys Modding, I think they're called. What they should have said was, if they weren't quite sure how many it was, around 80,000 they should have put on there. T-Bone made this map, and not one time did he ever claim how many trees are on it. You know why? Because it doesn't matter. It's a logging map. Either cut them all down or don't cut them all down. Either use the Brooks or Chipper, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. A map maker makes maps to have people happy. They don't make maps to have people complain about them. And I've never complained about a map once. And in fact, I wish you just would have watched all my other stuff, because then you would have realized that I said, oh, there is 80,000, so this guy's awesome. So, and if I hated the map that bad, would I have gone back to it 3 times? And that's all I'm going to say on that one. I got a little wound up about that because it just popped into my head that, I just wish that, I understand, because I do it too sometimes. Like, I'll watch a video of somebody's and then they're like, they're stating something that isn't truthful. I don't call them out unless they continue to do it. That's it, How many are we up to now? 44. Ooh, if we can get 6 more trees, we'd have 50 trees. That'd be sweet. But, yeah. We're not going to harp on that because we don't. But I just wanted to bring that to the attention of, that's why you got removed and that's why you got called out, because people who watch my channel religiously understand that I don't bash people and I don't make it a point to make bad comments about people and other map makers. If I don't like a map, I just stop playing it. So in order for me to obviously I didn't hate the map that much. I've been back on it 3 times, and I just downloaded it recently. I'm going to try Piney Acres, or I'm going to try Piney Run instead of Piney Acres. See if I like it. So, yeah. And that person knows who they are, and I'm not going to get involved with that too much more, because I've worked too hard on not getting myself wound up, because I get myself wound up because it's not fair. It's not fair. It really isn't. But thank you, Bart. Thank you, Big A. Thank you to the people who have my back and to the people who watch my channel faithfully. I love you. I do. And I love everybody. And just because I remove a comment and get you out of there doesn't mean that, get the comment out of there doesn't mean I'm removing you from my channel. You're welcome to watch. I've told people too many times that if you're a negative comment, if you're calling me out on how to play, or that I'm said something that somebody offends, because I made that promise to my wife a long, long, long time ago. I said, I am never, ever, ever, ever going to change who I am. And if something bothers me, people are going to know about it. And if something negative happens on my channel, the comment's just going to be removed. I'm not going to fight with you and argue with you and carry on. I did that too many times in the past. And that's the one thing I learned from my brother, is the fact that I learned to control that, because it was consuming me for so long that it was just bad. So that's it. How many are we on now? 46. Oh, 4 more. But I got 15 minutes. So let's take the 15 minutes and sell this. We'll be at the 46 mark. And even if we only get 46 to 50 trees every episode, so what? That's a lot. That's a lot. We're moving. We're moving now. We're doing well. And you know what's nice about this sell point here is I can leave it up here, and when I save it and come back, it'll be at the store. So we'll have to get ourselves a wagon. So I'm hoping that we can, well, because we're going to go to the next day after this episode. So we're going to go to April. So let's get this in here. See if we make pretty close to the same amount. There's 47, 50 or whatever. Isn't that nice? Super easy. Here we go. We're at 77,000. This, like I said, this can stay right here. Now what I got to do is I'm going to pay off 67,000 because I don't know how much the loan payment's going to be. Let's go back up to money and repay. We're going to leave 10,000. Well, we'll leave 7. Hopefully the loan payment ain't that. But look at this. We went from 280,000 to 155,000 in 1 hour. So we're going to be able to pay that off. And then the first thing we're going to buy is we're going to keep everything here. We're going to start buying. Now, see, now that I'm past this, I could probably build my fence. But anyways, on that note, you guys know how it is. We're going to wrap this bad boy up here and move on. But look how far we've gone. I mean, we're all the way up here. In fact, you know what? Real quick. Let's do this. Just so we can see what we've actually accomplished. This is absolutely, you guys won't understand how much it is that we've accomplished already. Look at that. And we're moving down here. Now, our farm is going to go up here. We're going to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All the way on the corner of the map. Way up here. Our map, let me pull this up so you guys can see where I'm at. So, we're going to come all the way up here. Still a long ways away. I'm at 5x speed, and it still takes a while to get here. Right up in here in the corner, we're going to have that separate little plot of grass on the outside, and we'll put a fence up out there. And then our road's going to come this way. Our farm will be right about in here somewhere with our cows and our probably chickens and whatever else we want. Then we'll keep going, and then we're going to terraform right over the lakes. Everything gets terraformed flat, so that this will be all one field. And you can see right about at the edge of the lake when we get up here. That's all going to be terraformed in. So sorry, T-Bone, but that's part of the rules. But everything at the end of this lake, right that way, this side will be our grass field, and that side will be our massive field. So we're going to have just basically 2 fields. And then what I want to do is around the outside of the entire map, I want to plant poplar so that we have that constant wood chips coming in. And we'll do that. And we'll do that. And right about here is going to be our first thing. We'll try to find about a halfway mark, and we'll fix it. But on that note, guys, let me shut this down, and I'll give you an idea of how dense it is up here. Which it really isn't. It's about the same as what I've been cutting down, but it's still a lot of trees. All right, guys. Please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Please, please, please enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all. And just make sure that we're loving each other and we're taking care of each other. And I don't mind questions in the comments, but I don't like bashing and I don't like negativity. So just keep that in mind. I'm not going to go on it. It's one thing that my brother taught me a long time ago is don't harp on anything too long. And I made it. I forgot we cleared out all this little section here too. There's some logs are still in there. And as soon as it hits 5 o'clock, I don't have a house, so I can't save it. I can fast forward time, but I'll do that before we start next time. And we'll be at 8 o'clock in the morning on April 1st. Or April in our year 1. And on that note, guys, as soon as that flips over, we are going to be out of here. And what a great episode. Great job. Thank you for joining me. Remember to like and subscribe and share. You guys know how it works. And shebang. Come on. All right. Bye, guys. Catch you on the flip side.